In the beginning, Amos was a humble man in life. He was a citizen of Judah who simply took care of sheep and planted trees. One day, while he was caring for his sheep, a bright white light suddenly appeared, and God spoke. Amos, I come to you with a request. You will go to Israel and speak to my people that they have disobeyed me and they have to repent.
Israel was very wealthy, but as corrupt as ever. The rich were in absolute luxury, but the poor were far below human standards. The rich cheated them with unfair deals and overpriced taxes. They did not care for the well-beings at all. Even the pious ones were not so pious as we thought. They punished the poor painfully, even for simple things like not paying for a small debt. They tried stealing their young as payment and killing off the parent. For those poor beggars, they ignored them completely, no matter how much they begged. The rich gave them the cold shoulder and did stuff like shooing them away and even hurting them to the point of killing them. Even the pious ones, the priests, they may seem holy and pure outside,
But really, they are cruel, greedy, and they don't care at all for the lower classes. They do things for their own well-being, like drinking with their friends, stealing money from the poor, and just being bad.
As Amos was preaching to the people about their destruction because of their sins, Amaziah, the chief priest of Bethel, overheard him and immediately reported it to Jeroboam, king of Israel. Enraged with anger and furiousness, Jeroboam told Amaziah to send for Amos and tell him to stop preaching in Israel and go back to Israel where he could preach for money, wealth, and fame. However, Amos says that he does not preach for money, wealth, and fame, but he does it because God called him to do so. As a result of this, he was taken away by the guards. As prophesied by Amos, Israel was burned to the ground by 5 plagues of locust, fire, plummet, fruit basket, and the altar.
After the judgment of God, the promise was kept to the house of Jacob. These remnants of Israel sought to repent for their actions. The Israelites became lawful, respecting each one and not only the amount of coinage they have in their pockets. The church respected God and his rituals. No longer are these just masks put on by the people. The bonds between God and Israelites have been restored. The new age of Israel is dawning, hopefully, one that is great with faith in God.